let me back in. Why wouldn't I have to be there and say, Ralph, come open this door?
Did you really not cash the check Cat gave you?
Man, I threw that shit in the trash.
How much was it?
$1,500.
That's a lot of money. That's a stimmy.
It wasn't a lot of money for me.
Damn.
I was only there because I was asked to be there. Mm-hmm. If I wasn't asked to be there, I would have never came there. Mm-hmm. Oh, and the other part of the story was I came there and I was looking to perform. I was looking to perform. And he said, why would I be looking to perform? And then it was crazy is saying it as if this is modern day. Nigga, this is in 2014, 15. Before you had all the crew with you. Then we don't know each other. Right, it's not even about us not knowing each other. But if people go back to Prairie View, A&M University, damn near 2000, what, 4 or 5, it's me, Cat, and Alex Thomas performing there.
Well, no rain to worry about today, but as you expect this time of year, very muggy in downtown Jacksonville.
I don't even understand. And prior to that, when your name was Cat in the Hat, I booked you and Rodney Perry at my comedy spot because I heard that you wasn't doing that well. And then I reached out. Sharon Baldwin, tell anybody, he faxed me his headshot. You know what a fax headshot is like? It's just like a word copy and you nigga with a hat on, top hat on, and a cane.
From Jacksonville.
He faxed it. This nigga's this shit. It's early 2000. And I never told the story because I couldn't remember who the other comic was. And me and Rodney Perry ended up talking. And Rodney's like, man, I don't even understand this. Because it was me, you, and understand. What you talking about, Rodney? He said, hey, you booked us at this spot called Cloud9. You was doing this thing called Uptown Saturday Night. I said, goddamn, Rodney Perry, you were the other comic. Right. So I didn't even understand.
I don't know where it started. Like, where did it start from?
It started from the
boxing match. It started from me accepting if you challenge Kevin to a boxing match, somebody who is doing whatever he's doing, he got time for you. Why don't you let me get that match for that $1 million? Because I got time and I want to solve this shit that happened at the Houston.
When I needed an education degree that aligned with my life and my career goals, WGU is the perfect fit. Their online programs are made for
Reliant Arena.
Oh, this what you said on Shay Shay?
This is what I said on Shay Shay. This is what I said. Because my story ain't changed since it happened.
Okay.
But it was the show and then it was the boxing match conversation.
No, it was the boxing match first.
Oh, I thought the boxing match happened after. Okay.
And then it's all this ridiculousness about this show. And I'm like, bruh.
You said that on Bella Girl.
Yeah, but he was on Willie D first with a whole nother story.
Yeah, all these stories I know about you, bro. Didn't Shay put y'all on the phone together?
No!
He offered to though, right?
Yeah, he goes, and I want to be there because I don't trust you. I said, man, you can trust me. I just want to see what it is. So, now you done said something way out of pocket. And I'm like, oh, okay. I said, so, and then you said, what did he say? On site, mean on site. Nigga, stop it. I don't want to stop it. I want to stop it. I'm like, yo, bro, stop it. And like, yo, man, and at my worst, like, man, bro, this is, I'm with whatever. The ring or the street, but I would prefer in that ring.
You can't beat him in a race, though.
Hey,
I was looking at this Netflix thing you posted. It said what we watched in Netflix and Gator Report. I thought this was dope. From December 2024 to June 2025, if your specials were on Netflix, you would have 3 of them in the top 9 of the specials that they put out from December 2024 to June 2025. That's impressive.
Those are Netflix numbers, right?
So Netflix, I saw you posted, but it's on Netflix. Yeah,
That's Netflix numbers. This is what people talk about cloud residents. I I put out a special every year that the opposition has put out a special. So those are Netflix numbers. It's a special that's not on there. Somebody's special not on there. It's special. It's not a special that's on there. I'm just no cap, no flex, nothing. I know one thing in viewership. It's not a special. It's a special that's not on there.
Was that the same time though?
It's when the game come out. Exact same time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they say it's a special that ain't on there.
But to be fair, Ali, this is from December 2024 to June 2025. That came out
the week after mine. The week before mine.
Sitting in special teams
the week before.
And at some point during the meeting, the
coach would always say,
this is the first IMDb is saying April 9th, 2024.
Yeah, so you
and
the
game. And we just saw evidence of why right
there.
there.
Just telling you, it came out in April. This is from December 24 to June 2025. Cat came out in April of last year.
You do know. You do know I dropped a special in 2024.
Jacksonville offense.
I was about to drop 2 specials in 2024.
Every year.
But I'm saying the 3 that you dropped are all in 2025.
That's the 25. The 24, let's say the same thing.
Oh, I see the 24.
The estimate for Cat Wings is May 4th, 2024.
Yeah, the one I'm looking at is December 24 to June 2025.
Lawrence will throw.
You know what came out of May? Domino effect.
But how you would have bought that up? I bought that up and said that you got 3 specials in the top 10.
I just know I ain't doing no chicken shacks. Yeah. All I know, I ain't doing no chicken shacks. Somebody said I'm in the chicken shacks.
I know. Hold on, this is big though. Your specials outperform 99% of all Netflix specials.
Here's
That's
Lawrence
big,
to
man.
throw.
That's huge. And my 2 sons is in the top 5.
And Rugged right behind. And then the one I produced, Marcus Duwally is 9. But I produced that.
Completely independent.
And completely independent. I know a lot of times people, this is one thing about black people, they always say you need to be independent, you need to be independent, but want you to be white endorsed. That's the other part about it. They want you to be endorsed. Unless you with a major, like I don't have an agent, you know. I'm not signed to an agency, you know. So I just have my manager, my road manager, me, you know, and my publicity team, and then my production crew that I work with. Big shout out to Eric Abrams. It's Matt Shula. It's what we doing is like I'm about to start distributing other people's specials, turning my YouTube into a network, not just mine. So the test was the same program that I would do for myself. Could I do that for somebody else? Marcus D. Wiley was the testimony. So. And it's not just that. We didn't just shoot his special. Then we did Marcus, we shot his special, and then we marketed him. And then in June, Marcus went on his own tour. See, that's the difference between how you teach somebody to fish versus constantly giving it to you. I don't find no pride in, Charlemagne been opening up for me for 8 years. Charlemagne can't go on the road by himself. But if you out with me for 2 years and we build you and we give you your own lane, and then we market you in that own lane, and then we lobby our relationships to put you in these clubs by yourself, and then you do that for 2 years, and then in 2 years you in the theater by yourself, Marcus shoot a new special in September. We producing this new joint in September. So that's the way that you actually help somebody, not hold them hostage with you for 8-9 years, and then they can't go fish on their own. That's a crazy mentality. DL knew I was leaving. Bill Bellamy knew I was leaving. I was with DL for 4 years. I was with Bill for 4 years. But Bill always called me Bobby Brown. So I'm like, yo, I was leaving New Edition. You know what I'm saying? I was out. And so in that concept, it's other comedy friends that I have that I want to produce their specials, and this is where you start to understand the industry. There's some people who done sent me their specials, and I didn't
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
Why you gotta be so bold? Because it's true. I ain't saying like it just wasn't. It wasn't on brand. So I got to. No.
Right now, like I knew he didn't like it.
No, and I had to go over shit to say to me. Don't get
it was a pamphlet, not a book.
It's like you gotta tell your friends, like, hey man, look, I don't think this is I don't think you want to be introduced like this. You kind of want to come out a little stronger than this. I don't want to hear.
That's real though. Dave Chappelle told that out there.
Starts the talk, just like always. Show up, ready to read it. Stay.
Because if it was done his special during COVID, by the time it was time to come out, it was kind of dated, like the material and shit like that. They was like, listen to that, you should go back and do it again.
Okay. Why you pause like that? Because he did not just throw Don there under the bus like that, did he?
It's one of them things that, you know. It's just with me and your writer, you're gonna have to up your pen. You know, with me, in order to produce your story, it has to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. It has to have a through line, because a set is not a special. You know, if people go on my YouTube, I've never called, what was it? What was that? Don't judge a book by its cover. I never called it a special. I never called PTA a special. It's a show, it's a set, but it's not a special. The specials are Domino Effect 1 through 4, and then Rugged and My Two Sons. And I did My Two Sons and Rugged to show, man, don't try to lock me in no prison box. Before I ever did Mexican Got on Boots, I had been doing stand-up for about 15 years, and I did it because I didn't want to get caught up in the whole prison stigma. All you is a prison. So I never did any of the stories. So when my friends had heard them stories 1,000 times, and I remember Bill's like, yo man, if you don't ever do this story, bro, I'm going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Because this mess got on Boots, and then the story about Feast, and I still haven't done Feast. And that's one of the funniest stories. That, and then Brown and Wynn is funny too. Bodybuilding, big dude doing bodybuilding, and we judge the content.
Come on, give us one, man. You gotta give us one. Keep going. Brown and Wynn.
Brown and Wynn on my Instagram is a cartoon now, but Feast is different. Feast is like 4'11". About 5 foot dude, but he has a huge afro that he ties down with a t-shirt.
I was gonna say Charlamagne t-shirt the afro, but go ahead.
Then he pushed it down with a t-shirt, but the afro is huge. This dude, this is why you gotta watch your mouth. This dude about 6'3", 6'4". We all in the cafeteria eating, and then we heard, you can cuss up here. I don't like cursing over here.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means he'll need to come up with something here on third down.
And we knew who was on pancakes that day. His feet worked in the kitchen, and we knew who was on pancakes. And we heard, he's getting small pancakes. And this is when you kind of know that you're in trouble, when the whole cafeteria quiet, all the races are quiet, like white, Mexican, Asian, black. He's like,
headed straight for the sidelines.
I said, well, maybe Feast. That's why I said, Mike, maybe Feast took a break, and he ain't on the pancakes. And I love it. And Feast was on the pancakes. I said,
this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated
groups. The
offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And he said, "Nah, man, fuck that little bitch."
Because you know they're both motivated. They both
I turned to somebody and said,
and they both have specific outcomes
white
in
boy
mind.
like, yo,
To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will
hey,
over the
guns
other.
out in that bitch. This nigga keeps saying
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
I'm like, my head is burning. I'm like, this nigga is wow.
Touchdown.
And they want him to go apologize because they don't want to stop the flow of whatever they got coming in. So he get on the block,
here in this first
and I come to
It's been
him.
a wild
I said,
start
yo, my
to
man,
this quarter,
straight
as you
up.
noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this was going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
I go back over, I see it.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And everybody went to commissary. I'm talking about every bus they whole 60. Hey, let me get 40 soups. Let me get coffee. Let me get some lettuce. Let me get all my shit because we're going to be on lockdown. We're going to be on lockdown. I know this. Man, I know it's roll at 4:30 in the morning.
Sideline hoping to hit that reset button.
It's 5:20. Doors ain't popping. My celly, this old dude, like, damn it, I ain't get to go to commissary. I said, nigga, yeah. It's gonna be rough. Man, when they start calling the Muslim brothers out, said the talk, say, so take a bath, cafeteria. And I'm in there talking loud. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Been in my cell all day. Man,
the medical staff is
Feast
going to come out
is
here
in
and take
his
a
cell.
look.
Feast been
And
there.
we will take a short break.
Sands. Feast has the old typewriter. Like shit that he got that Eric Tubman typewriter. And we looking at Feast. Feast like that.
Line of scrimmage, the
And Feast don't talk. Feast mouth to me, said.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Feast been there since he was 16 years old.
And
This man is in his late 30s. But this ain't who you want to play with. And then they called the code, and we saw the situation. And I'm like, they would like, do you know what happened, man? Nigga, I was in my cell. I'm not even on that block.
From the 44-yard
But we can imagine
down and 3.
what happened. Feast wasn't playing that bullshit.
What else it means to Travis Etienne?
We don't discuss that type of thing.
Damn,
On radio.
Damn.
Get out. Just know, don't nobody call Feast. No, you don't call no man out his name, not in that, because you can't, the echo's too loud. Because if one person, you let one person call you out your name, you on a unit with 3,000 people, you got 3,000 people calling you out your name. Your mental, you think, oh, I'm strong, right? That's just one dude. Nah, your mental capacity can't take your name coming from Charlemagne to, hey, bitch, you're not gonna be able to take that. And then you gotta think in the free society, somebody call you out your name, you can walk away. Ooh. I'm not wired like that. I'm not, my wires is, what's the teacher? You might well put a gate around me. I'm like, cause that's the first thing in mind. Who is this nigga talking to?
Lawrence.
I'm so glad you changed your life.
That's right.
You need a home up there. You need a little bit.
You need on that therapy. I need to talk to my friend.
If you tell me serious stories, you laugh at it. I learned a couple days ago. That's right.
Don't call Alice and you don't play, what was the song? Travis
Man, I go to AliSneak.com or go to AliSneak Comedy on YouTube or go to Ticketmaster. Wherever tickets are sold. That's one thing about selling tickets. People call you as if they ain't never been no concert. Man, I get tickets to your show. The same way you got tickets to Eric Benet's show. I saw you moving your hips at Eric Benet's show. Nigga, now all of a sudden you know I get tickets.
website?
Yeah, oh, you can get it on Amazon. It should be on Charlemagne's thing, because everything he do is the bestseller. Can I get my pamphlet to be a bestseller?
I don't want the paper, but what we gonna do? And I said, no. I'm gonna check your email right now. I tell you what, I'm gonna
Sick of this.
check your email. I put you on.
Okay.
I did.
I signed your book and everything.
I got one day. Wow. No, this is being cut out, man.
It's supposed to be a quick read for people, because you know people don't read no long ass books.
Exactly. He talk about a long ass book every day.
When I see him talking about these are the best sellers right here, I'm like, nigga, who read them big ass books? Encyclopedia, who read, nigga? If he got on that body, like, I read the introduction.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hey, turn that shit
It is amazing. We used to have college students used to have probiotic and green juice that replaced it all with this hormone colostrum. And I know what colostrum is. It is amazing, but it's a biohack.
Now, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, gain of 13. The city a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's built. We know that he's fast in the open field. But man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On play action, now Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the run, it's Warren. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Rodgers. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this football game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught, and they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Warren. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
And now out come the Steelers. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us, up here on the field, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, how
points
y'all
certainly not the premium here.
Try something good. Beam him up, Scotty.
Miller in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Now Rodgers.
Oh!
Middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers.
That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Called off 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there.
And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he doesn't have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring quote-unquote.
Okay, they're just going to keep beating him.
He's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
And that's the third interception for Lawrence.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Lawrence will try again after the pick six.
He completes it to Hunter.
Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Bryant has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught here by Metcalf.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And able
He
to
almost
get
got
this
past
out
the
to the
30-yard
25.
mark.
The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to a 30 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on the punt for Pittsburgh. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
They'll look to Etienne to start things out. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Got 99.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Looking to throw Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
You got it, you got it, you got it. You got it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that.
You should never do play action on a fucking 1st down.
Play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a run with Warren.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Look at Darnell in here.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll go again with Etienne. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape for 1st and goal.
Rodgers going to throw. A leap, and he's got it. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. A good pickup there, 22. Hunter now will go in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Another toe for Etienne. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hunter. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Etienne up the middle.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this
guy's man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
De'Ami Brown.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. And taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to get a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock,
protect the ball,
really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Now Lawrence.
Should have got that.
In the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram.
They're getting on fire now, bro.
Across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
How does he juke every... This dude is not no... They got this nigga out here like he Cam Newton, bro. Oh my God, that's fake as hell.
Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, 57 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score.
That's some bullshit, bro.
Here in the 4th.
Only on Madden, dude.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A drive there, just 4 plays.
And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him. Trying to
why would you go with the same goddamn play?
He keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
To throw is Rodgers. Back to the air on 2nd down.
Oh my God, bro!
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him started.
That was the fucking play, bro.
Now Rodgers. Through the middle of the field.
There we go.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Rodgers again now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's
First down.
Warren. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Over the middle, that's caught by Woods.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route,
come on. Get that first down, bro. Get that first down.
Going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys,
come on, fam. You could have.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Again, it's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Rodgers. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Here's Lawrence. He throws it on the move, but can't connect.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
stay on the ground on first with Johnson.
Man, you gonna fucking trip over
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Rodgers.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here we go with Johnson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
2 minutes left to
doing
play
all
this
that extra
football
shit
game
to get to
here
the
on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Jaguars getting set to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of these guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
I don't know why he is
they'll use his motivation for
shit,
the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And to find the open man, that's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Lawrence.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own
40-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Warren. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Warren will try the right side.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.